got into Zelda Breath of the Wild because I finally got a Switch.
Me?
Yeah.
Mr. Johnny Come Lately. Let's talk about that. Holy smokes. That game, that's a great game.
It is really good. It is really good. Also, one of the more frustrating games I've ever played.
Maybe you're just bad at it.
Maybe I just get good, bruh. Good.
I thought when I first started the game, I was like, this is the hardest Zelda game by far. This is so much harder than any of those Zelda games. And then by the end, like I think my last playthrough, I was doing 3 hearts on Master Mode. And it's not that it was any easier, but I had kind of like figured out the tricks, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of tricks, and it takes a long time to figure it out, pretty much.
Well, see, that's my major problem is like they based the whole game around tricks and puzzles, which is what Zelda is. It's like it's not like a regular RPG where you just you grind until you level up to a certain point, and then you go after the boss, and then there you go. No, it's like each boss has a different way of how they died. It's a very specific way how to beat them, and that's what makes Zelda games so great.
Uh-huh.
With that said, weapon durability, oh my god. It has like I'm surprised I like the game so much because it has all the things I hate about video games. It has the most incredible weapon durability. Incredible meaning not so incredible. It's like every weapon has 10 hits and you have to move on to the next weapon.
It's pretty brutal, Shane. And you know how I feel
really
about weapon durability. I think that humanity's worst inventions include slavery and weapon durability. Need I go on? That's the end of the list.
I mean, that is the end of the list. Absolutely. I am
because
100%
that's how
agree with you.
Weapon durability is just a microtransaction where you spend time. The game makes you spend time and effort instead of money. It's just obnoxious.
Look, I'm not a video game developer, but I could maybe think of another way to make the game, as far as its weapon system, a little bit better. No, okay, so you have weapon durability. Fine. That's fine. If you want to put in weapon durability, that's fine.
It's not fine.
It's not fine, but if you really want to, and if you're going to fire me for going against you in this opinion of yours, then fine, you can have it. Why not have status bars for the weapons? Every single game that has weapon durability, The Witcher, I'm pretty positive Baldur's Gate had it. I'm pretty all the Dungeons
so
and Dragons games,
they would give you a percentage, right?
They would give you a percentage,
like 2%.
Hey,
you have 2 swings. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll tell you how much damage your weapon has accrued.
Instead of surprise, you're in the middle of fighting somebody big. You don't have this weapon anymore.
I don't get it. I don't understand, and it's because I don't know why. Why did they do that, Evan? Why did they do that?
Shane, I'm sorry. Okay, I really am sorry. Did you know that there is? I don't want to give anything away, but there's a weapon that doesn't break. Have you interacted with it yet?
You mean the Master Sword?
Yes.
Yes, I have gotten the That was the first thing I wanted to get because I thought
because everything else was breaking on 2 swings.
Everything was breaking.
Exactly.
I was like, okay, so how many hearts do I need to get? 13? Great. Okay, I'm going to get
BRB.
13. I'll be right back. I'm going to get as many hearts as friggin' possible, as fast as possible, because I want to get that damn sword. And I got that damn sword.
That's exactly... I didn't care that it was the Master Sword. I didn't care how much damage it did. It could do 4 damage. What mattered was that it did not break like everything else.
Oh, no, it doesn't break, but it goes away after a while.
No, it kind of breaks.
I'm sorry. Fucking Nintendo. Jesus Christ.
It kind of breaks.
I'm going to go on a little tangent here. If I haven't already. Because, dude... They just, it's like they got hard for weapon durability. I'll tell you that, to my knowledge, none of the other Zelda games had weapon durability. Am I correct in this?
They also only had one, you had one weapon, but yeah. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shane. If you'll recall, there was the Begoron sword in Ocarina of Time, and if you swung it a couple times, it would actually break and be a stump.
Okay, well, that's like a special weapon, but the main sword doesn't... At least you have a sword that doesn't break.
There's some weapon durability. All I'm saying is it's there. I'm with you on that. I know that, I don't know, that some people might say, hey, this is what's making you use different weapons that you normally wouldn't use, which I think is total bogus because you put your time and effort into your favorite weapon because you like using it, right? Your favorite weapon type, whether it's axes in that game or spears. I don't think I used a spear but like twice because I just did not enjoy that way of fighting. So the game's forcing me to do, now I'm collecting like, well, here's a weapon that's really good, but maybe it's going to break, so maybe I should save it? I don't know. Now I have to deal with, I got to get these little rocks because I need more inventory. By the way, I hope you're not putting anything into any inventory other than swords, because that's what you're going to,
yeah, mostly
that's
swords.
What you have to have.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like, okay, Zelda... They really wanted to go down this open world aspect, and it's a beautiful game. Please don't get me wrong.
See,
all the
you have
Zelda
so much
fans.
good stuff to say about it.
Oh, it's a beautiful game. It's fantastic. I'm still playing it. And I'm having fun with the game after I've gotten used to its weapon durability bullshit. So, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about weapon durability and how there's the slots,
inventory.
the sword slots. Yeah.
Inventory. So you have to go around and you gotta find all the Korok people or the wood creatures, whatever they're called. I forget what they're called, but they're just scattered everywhere, and you gotta solve little puzzles to get them. And it's just like it's not even. It's like it's at a certain point, like it's fun after the first 30. And you're like, okay, this is just fun. Oh, wait. There's 180 I have to get or something ridiculous? Ridiculous number?
There's 900 total.
Jesus.
Shane, you're behind, man. You missed some is what it sounds like. It sounds like you missed 800 of those little things.
It seems to me it was a way to make the game seem longer than it really needed to be. There are more efficient ways. There are more efficient ways to add in inventory for your character, and more fun ways to. Again, I'm not a video game developer. I might be talking out of my ass, and the comment section might be going crazy right now. But I'm just. I'm just saying.
What if I say this? Because it's obviously we both like the game, right? I mean, there's the thing that I like the most about the game is that most of the time when you talk about a sandbox game, you're talking about like the environment. Okay, so say Grand Theft Auto might be a sandbox game because the whole environment is populated with all these, then you can walk around and you can go anywhere you want. You don't have to do missions. It's just being there that's fun. But Breath of the Wild took it a step further and said, here are like a bunch of sandbox items. This electricity will interact with this water in such a way.
No, I like that.
And you you really improvise and trip over a lot of really cool things that are unique to your playthrough of the game, and that nobody else would have really had this happen. But because you kind of know, okay, this leaf doesn't do any damage, but it blows people around, I can use that to throw them into a bomb, and I can do...
You can use it for the raft.
Exactly, and kind of like as you go along, you like pick up more and more, and you learn more.
I like that.
And
that's
honestly,
very Zelda. That's very Zelda.
The seeds, okay, to me, the seeds were like a way to reward exploration because we would have explored anyway. It's a beautiful world. We would have climbed up to the top of that mountain anyway. Just the fact that there's a rock up there and we get a little prize for it. I mean, it was a way, and over here, there's no reason for me to go over here. There's nothing cool. Oh, wait a second. There's these 3 rocks in a line, and if I add a 4th one, right? So that, that kind of stuff, it's just a way to like make it so no matter what direction you turn, there's going to be something there to do. And I liked that. I don't like it when like I travel down a part of it and I'm like, ooh, this is cool looking, and all of a sudden the game's either like, we didn't mean for you to go this way, so there's nothing here. There's not even any items. Think about how many times in a game you've come to a part and you've been like, there's not a chest here, but there should be, because this is like kind of set off as an area.
Yeah. I agree with everything you just said. Okay, it's fine. Why do they have to accumulate every time that you get a seed? So every time you get a seed, let's say you get one seed from a Korok, whatever. You get a Korok seed. Is that what they're called? What are they called again? I forget what they're called.
Yes, they're called little Korok seeds.
Okay. So you get one Korok seed, you get 1 inventory space. Then you got to get 3. Then you got to get 5. Then you got to get
diminishing returns. Shane.
Then you got to get 9.
They're not just going to give you. They're not going to give you. In your case, 180 slots because you got 180 seeds. Come on.
Why can't? I'm just saying, you know what it is? It's because I'm an adult and I don't have all the time in the world to beat this damn game. Like, I don't. And that's what it is. I think
it's not fun to beat that game. It's fun to play it for like forever. You should never beat it. You should only play it.
I want to beat it. Well, actually, I can technically probably beat it right now. I have enough hearts. I have enough friggin' awesome weapons. I got all the divine beasts. I've got... I'm pretty much ready to face Ganon, but for some reason I just want to get all those shrines.
Don't watch a speed run. Please do not watch a speed run before you beat the game, because there's people that are like, there's people that like. One guy like chopped down a tree and then like did the stasis and swung so he rides a log into like where Ganon is. It just shows up in a way that like, just picture if you're the boss and you're like, I rule this world, this is terrible, and then all of a sudden Link comes in riding on a log like it's a bull plowing down the door. Here I am. You would be like, oh god, this is the end. This is it right here.
I thought I had more time.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought my plan was foolproof.
There are some outrageous speedruns because that game allows you to, if you want
to,
run straight to Ganon without, doing anything first.
Another thing that kind of bothered me, which they fixed in the DLC, which I found out, which I still haven't got the DLC yet, but
get the DLC. What are you doing?
I need to do that. But I noticed early on, I was like, well, I mean, horses are cool and all, but I don't really need them. I don't really need a horse because all I'm doing is paragliding and teleporting. That's mostly what I'm doing the whole time. And also, like, why doesn't the horse teleport with you?
Yeah, it sounds like you need to get the DLC.
Yeah,
Shane.
they fixed it. They fixed it in the DLC.
Fix.
Regardless, why isn't that in the first part of the game? Why couldn't that have been a thought in the game? Like, you should think about that before you like. Oh, we'll make it as a DLC item.
I don't know. Did you get? Doesn't the DLC also have there's like a coin or some kind of like you could put a portal anywhere and then come back to that place?
I think
like
I saw
if you
that.
want to
Something
say
like
if you
that.
want to farm dragon scales. Don't look up how to do that either. That'll just you'll just beat the game way too fast if you do that.
I already have. I don't have time, Evan. I gotta figure this shit out. I gotta figure this shit out by letting other people figure it out for me.
Farming dragon scales, nicely done.
Actually, this morning that's what I was doing this morning is farming Farosh horns and Dinral. I got all 3 actually dragons this morning, which was actually quite a feat.
Nicely done.
Yeah. But also kind of annoying because you're just like, okay,
what
I gotta wait at a specific time, and I gotta wait. I literally have to wait here for this dragon to freaking appear.
And
if
nobody
he does.
can make it faster. Yeah, there are tricks, but you're right. No one can sometimes they're like everything has to be random and spontaneous. It doesn't,
But. Okay, I think I've harped on the most beloved game in existence for a little bit long, but I will say that like it's a fantastic game, and I'm really impressed like how much they were able to put in a little tiny cartridge.
Now who sounds like an old adult?
I mean, really though. Fuck yeah. I mean, I've been playing games since I was 4 years old. Like it's incredible that games came from this huge friggin' thing, like it's not that big, but
Yeah, they've been working on like, there's like a terabyte SD card, micro SD card now. I think they've been working on that like it's a cure for cancer, Shane. And those are guys that have nothing to do with video games at all. Those are guys who just day in day out. They're like, it must be smaller and hold more and smaller.
Oh man, here's another confession, real quick.
Uh-oh.
I have a Zelda tattoo on my back, right? And this is kind of embarrassing.
Your lower back, yes.
I'm gonna, on my lower back? No, on my upper back. It's not a tramp stamp, y'all.
Like a man, okay.
Like a man. It was my first tattoo ever, okay? How old was I? I was like 18. It was 18. And there was like, what are you gonna tattoo? It was like freaking Zelda. And the reason why I have Zelda Triforce tattooed on my back is because Zelda was the first game that it clicked for me. I was like, I love video games because that first little intro, the melody comes down, the sword is right there, Legend of Zelda, you get it. You're like, oh, this is an adventure, I'm ready to go. And then I played the game, and I'm like, fuck, this game is hard. This game is way too hard for my 6-year-old brain, and I'm never going to pick it up ever again. I still, to this day, have never beaten the first Zelda game. I have never beaten Ocarina. I never beat... I did beat Link to the Past.
Link to the Past?
I did beat Link to the Past, but there's an asterisk in those. I never beat them alone. I always beat them with the help of a friend. So I've never beaten a Zelda game by myself ever until Breath of the Wild, which I'm going to freaking beat. I'm going to freaking beat. It's going to be my first Zelda game I'm going to beat by myself.
You do. And I'm really glad that you were a kid and something got sparked inside of you, and that's why you got your Zelda tattoo. Yeah. Actually, something similar happened to me, and that's why I have, Rose from the Titanic. Her boobs are tattooed to my back.
just her boobs.
They're actually life size. They're where like my shoulder blades are. So if I spin around real fast, you know what? That's a whole different. I thought that the story of Breath of the Wild was not that great. I skipped almost every cutscene. The voice acting didn't help, but I didn't care. I wanted to go climb some more mountains and lift some more rocks.
I think with Zelda games, I don't think their biggest claim to fame is the story, really. Because it's been the same story for...
That doesn't mean it has to be bad, right?
No, no way. I don't think it was bad. I think it is what it is. I think it's like, okay, freaking Zelda is trapped in the freaking castle, and you gotta go save her. Right? Are we good with this, people? Are we good? How about we throw in some extra things because of the camera, and you could go to different spots around the world, and then
that part was cool. That part was cool. But like the story of Mario is that Bowser kidnaps a princess, but they don't make you watch a cutscene that's like laying that out, right? You know what I mean? Like if you here's a serious part. Oh, the serious people are here saying serious things.
Well, see, I think they did a good job with like all of that is optional. All the like captured memories. That's what it is. You have a point in the game where you have the option to go capture all the memories, and it shows all of the memories of the past, or the same Link who was asleep for the past 100 years. This is your life with the Princess Zelda, and if you wanted to get a little backstory, then you got a little backstory. If you wanted to go, hey, I'm just gonna go climb this mountain, then you can go just fucking climb the mountain.